What if the sky itself decided to strike you? 300 million volts, delivered in less than the time it takes you to blink. Could you actually survive that? I'm Scott and welcome to Discovery Reel. Every second, lightning strikes somewhere on Earth roughly 40 to 50 times. Most bolts travel harmlessly between clouds, but when one finds its way to the ground and to a person, the results are extraordinary and far more survivable than most people assume. Lightning begins inside a storm cloud where ice crystals and water droplets collide, building up a massive static charge. When that charge becomes powerful enough, it seeks the fastest path to the ground, sometimes through the air, sometimes through the tallest, most conductive object in its path. If that object is you, the strike delivers up to 300 million volts and around 30,000 amps of current for a duration lasting less than 1,000th of a second. To put that in perspective, a typical household electrical socket delivers around 120 volts. This is roughly 2.5 million times that. Most of that current doesn't actually travel deep through your body. It flashes over your skin surface, a phenomenon called external flashover. This is one of the key reasons lightning strikes are more survivable than people expect. Roughly 90% of people struck by lightning actually survive. But survival doesn't mean unaffected. The massive electrical surge can instantly stop your heart's normal rhythm, causing cardiac arrest. It also overwhelms your nervous system, causing temporary paralysis, confusion, memory loss, or loss of consciousness, even in survivors. One of the most striking effects is generally harmless, but visually unforgettable. Fern-like red patterns called lichtenberg figures can appear on the skin within hours of a strike. These are caused by burst capillaries beneath the skin, tracing the exact path the electricity took through your body. They typically fade within a few days. Not all effects are as gentle. Around a third of survivors experience burns. Sometimes surface burns where the current entered next to the body, sometimes deeper internal damage where current briefly travelled through tissue. Clothing and metal jewellery can heat rapidly and cause additional injury. The longer term effects can be the most life-altering. Many survivors report chronic pain, memory problems, personality changes and nerve damage lasting months or years after the strike. Effects doctors are still working to fully understand. Perhaps the most remarkable lightning story belongs to Roy Sullivan, a park ranger who survived being struck by lightning 7 separate times between 1942 and 1977, earning him the nickname Human Lightning Rod. He survived every single strike. In the instant of a strike, most people report no memory of the moment itself. A blinding flash, an overwhelming sound, and then often nothing, until they regain awareness moments or minutes later, sometimes with their clothing shredded or shoes blown off from the explosive heat or moisture on their skin. The roughly 10% of strikes that prove fatal are usually due to immediate cardiac arrest without bystander CPR available quickly enough. Lightning victims, unlike most cardiac arrest patients, often have young, healthy hearts, meaning fast intervention gives a generally strong chance of recovery. Modern safety guidelines follows what's known as the 30-30 rule. If the gap between seeing lightning and hearing thunder is 30 seconds or less, seek shelter immediately and wait 30 minutes after the last thunderclap before going back outside. This is also why tool structures matter. Lightning consistently seeks the shortest, most conductive path to the ground. Lightning rods work by giving the bolt an easier, safer target than people below. A lightning strike delivers more raw power in a fraction of a second than most of us will ever directly encounter in our entire lives. And remarkably, for 9 out of 10 people, it's a story they live to tell. Your odds of being struck by lightning in your lifetime are roughly 1 in 15,000. Your odds of surviving that strike are roughly 9 in 10.